All right, we are live on the north side. Landry Locker, Cody Stoots with you. It is SNL. We are 2 sleeps away from primetime. Can the Texans handle primetime, though? That is the question, Cody. Can they handle Kansas City? 0-2 in Kansas City in the D'Amico Ryans, C.J. Stroud era. Don't say this very often, but D'Amico Ryans looking to do what Bill O'Brien did.
Oh, geez. Why you put it that way?
Go to Kansas City and defeat Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. It happened in 2019. I know that when he wet his pants on the sidelines and he didn't have a play, that it's hard to believe. But
that was bad, yeah.
A couple months before that, they did go to Kansas City, and they did beat Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. So D'Amico's trying to be B.O.B. Can he be?
I don't like when you put it and you frame it that way.
I'm just saying that's you want to do that.
Sure. Do you want to be up 24-0?
Would you rather me say CJ trying to be Deshaun?
No. I don't want it to be that way either. I don't want to do that either. So, no, I don't think so. But, yeah, go out there and see what you can do against this Kansas City Chiefs team and try to get them and out of the playoffs and try to set yourself up for a nice little run. And, yeah, I think there is an element of confidence that can be built for the team, for the organization, if you go beat Kansas City in Kansas City. They learned to win close games here in the past few weeks. You learn to win a tough road game if you go to Kansas City.
You know what's not getting enough talk? This is the longest win streak of the D'Amico era.
4 games?
Longest win streak of the D'Amico era, which is solid. Like that, but I don't feel like it's been brought up. He's had 3-game win streaks twice, but this 4-game win streak needed every ounce of it. It's not getting enough credit for just how good he's done it. And he's done it with 3 out of the 4 games with the backup quarterback. I think that kind of adds to the impressiveness of, like, I don't think D'Amico Ryans is going to be in Coach of the Year discussion, but I think for what he oversees and what they've done, if you separate the offense, we'll get to that in a sec. We gotta have a Nick Caley conversation in a second.
Your buddy Nick Caley.
I'm his biggest fan. I don't know what the deal is with that. I think that's
patently
false.
false.
I was having this argument in the Texans locker room today, and I was being accused by some people who worked there of being a Nick Caley hater, and I just said I'm his biggest fan.
Well, that's just not true.
I treat Nick Caley like you treat an honor student. When you fire someone after a 10-7 season, appropriately so, and then you bring someone else in, what standard do I hold them to? I'm not going to sit there and say, well, they won, so let's not question Nick Caley. Well, you could say they won with Bobby Slowick last year.
Mm-hmm.
We were hard on Bobby.
Hard on Bobby.
So I am the biggest Nick Caley fan this side of the Mississippi, and for whatever reason, because I actually hold him to a high standard.
South of Ohio, Landry Locker is the biggest Nick Caley fan.
Big fan. big fan.
Okay.
By the way, how did Nick Caley take the news that Matt Campbell went to Penn State? Because they like Iowa State guys.
I think I would guess that he took it probably the same way that Xavier Hutchinson
don't snitch him out on that. Don't snitch him out on that.
Yeah, sometimes.
No. Don't snitch him out on that. That was private. That was a private conversation. What Xavier Hutchinson said.
All I'll say is,
don't snitch him out on that.
All I'll say is, sometimes you're a college football player and you loved where you went to college, and you can appreciate that. And sometimes you loved your coach, and you'll support him wherever he goes.
Wait, is that Xavier Hutchinson wearing navy blue right now?
Why did he ask Juice Scruggs if he had any leftover Penn State gear?
Nah, but really, but in all seriousness, Juice Scruggs, Penn State guy. Xavier Hutchinson walked by. You see him run over to Jalen Noel, and he's like, oh, I told you. And Jalen Noel looks upset. Jalen Noel looks like he's actually taking it kind of hard.
He did look like he was taking it kind of hard.
And then Xavier Hutchinson looks kind of excited. And I'm like, damn, you and Juice are on the same team. He goes, yeah, me and Jalen too.
Yeah, Jalen Reed.
Yeah, exactly. So there we go. So primetime, Andy versus D'Amico. Kamari Lassiter, the big question. We were at practice today. The big question is, will Kamari Lassiter play? He was working out on the side. You're not allowed to take videos of guys working out on the side, which I know was hard for Aaron.
Oh, Alpha Aaron was.
Yeah, he was shaking.
Yeah, it was.
He was shaking over there.
He was waiting for that video to he was waiting for him to make his way to the rest of the field so everybody else was available and Aaron could take a video of him. But yeah, it was tough for him.
So Lassiter was working on the side. Looks like they were putting him through like almost like a physical type of thing. So the practice report says Lassiter is still questionable, which as soon as I saw it, I said questionable is the best possibility.
Sure.
He had a limited practice. I would say extremely limited based on the media availability. Like he wasn't going through the walkthrough or anything like that. But what does life without Kamari Lassiter look like? How impactful is it when you go to Kansas City?
I really hope we don't find out. But if we do have to find out, boy, it's Andy Reid with a perfect part of this defense to try to exploit when Tremont Smith gets out there. And look, Tremont Smith's held his own in a couple of plays here and there when he's been thrown into the action. But a whole game of Tremont Smith, nobody's really thinking that you can handle that as the Texans defense if you have to play an entire game with Tremont Smith at the cornerback spot opposite Derek Stingley. He's had some nice moments. He's not going to have a nice game in Kansas City trying to stop Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, Tyquan Thornton, who somehow looks like a useful NFL player after New England couldn't figure him out.
That happens.
It happens. That happens a lot, actually.
Pre-Vrabel, that happens.
Yeah, pre-Vrabel, that happens quite a bit. So that's the thing. It's like if you have to have a whole game of Tremont Smith, that's a really tough part of the defense to try to cover up if you're the Texans. And you have to factor in that you're going to have Miles Bryant playing a lot of safety as well. So now all of a sudden that secondary that only was a little leaky at safety, now it's very leaky if you have Tremont Smith opposite Derek Stingley, no Kamari Lassiter.
Yeah, and I think on the inside, Lassiter was lining up a little bit more on the inside. He was blitzing. They're bumping him in. You're kind of thin at corner because you lost Jalen Smith, and you're in that situation. I do wonder what it looks like with Toad out there because he didn't play against Kansas City last year. And I actually think
Jalen Petrie for the uninitiated.
Toad with the Guardian cat. We call him Toad now. He didn't play against Kansas City last year. And I do think this is kind of the game where Jalen Petrie can help you.
Absolutely.
Now, do I think that Jalen Petrie is going to line up against Travis Kelce and that go well? I would say probably not. The other concern I have is Rice lines up in the slot a lot. I don't think I want Jalen Petrie guarding Rice. That kind of scares me a little bit.
Sure.
But it is a nice weapon to have, and it's an equalizer. And I think it's just kind of like a point counterpoint of with Andy Reid, what's he going to do with his receivers? And I think this is whether Lassiter plays or not. And are the Texans going to be able to exploit the Chiefs' offensive line? Like we've seen them kind of exploited in like some big situations, and this is a depleted offensive line now.
Yeah, their star right guard, Trey Smith, he's doubtful. Their starting right tackle, Jawan Taylor, he's doubtful. They put Josh Simmons on IR earlier this week. So 3 of their 5 regular starters not starting for Kansas City. And Andy Reid announced that he's going to play Jalen Watson, their top backup, at right tackle if Taylor can't go. So you're going to have a guy that a couple of years ago, they played this fella. I got to look his name up. They played this guy. He was so bad in a game for Kansas City that they benched him and moved their left guard, Joe Tooney, out to left tackle because that guy had played so poorly. He's potentially the starting left tackle for the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's bad
and
for
you
them.
have the best edge duo in the league. And they are
Correct.
allowed to eat at the same table too now.
Yes.
Will Anderson, Daniil Hunter. They eat 8-2 when they both get a sack.
They kind of just passed each other last week. They didn't quite sit down at the same table together last week, but they were effective. Will, with the rush up the middle and that poor center, film day the next day was probably not fun.
It wasn't great. And that's not ideal to see Will Anderson coming your way. Other stuff from the injury report. So Will Anderson, he's a full go. He's going to be fine. Woody Marks, full go. I'm not going to lie, man. Like, I'm just waiting for Woody Marks to, like,
break?
Not break, but, I mean, he's limped off the field the last 4 games, man.
It looks like
he's a tough SOB. I'm not questioning it. I'm just saying, like, my God, like.
Was he a theater major?
No, hell no.
Because
no.
He acts like he has a season-ending injury every time he gets hurt.
Dude, I've thought Woody Marks has died 5 times this year. Like last time he went in the back and he was like back the next series. Like he was literally back the next series. I think he's just tough.
He left the field in Indianapolis, went to the locker room, and then mysteriously, there's 27.
You know who Woody Marks kind of sounds like?
Okay, this is usually where you get a deep reference. Who does Woody Marks kind of sound
No,
like?
and I think you're waiting for a race card here.
No, that's not what I'm waiting for.
This is a Daryl Morey cross racial comparison.
A Daryl Morey cross racial comparison for who
Woody
Marks sounds like.
He sounds like a more energetic, high-pitched Aaron Wilson.
Oh. Hey, bro. Hand me the running back. Hand me the ball. I'm the running back. Hey, bro. Don't put that evil on Woody Marks.
No, it's like more of a high-pitched thing. It's more of a high-pitched thing.
We should have asked Woody Marks about Stone Cold Jones.
No, he does. But he also said that he's not allowed to be hurt because he said his family makes fun of him.
They make fun of him for getting hurt?
They make fun of him if he gets hurt.
Well, okay. So I'm not allowed to get hurt because my family makes fun of me?
That's what he said.
Sure, if that keeps you healthy, go for it.
That's what he said.
That keeps you healthy. But props to the Marks family for making fun of him.
That's what he said.
Keeping him out there on the field.
Very Atlanta, according to CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud says he is Atlanta. We're live at BB's Tex-Orleans out here in Kingwood for the Voodoo Happy Hour. Cody has already taken down a dozen oysters.
I'm working on them.
Okay. You didn't take them down already?
I haven't finished them yet.
All right. Well, he's soft.
Okay.
He's not Woody Marks. And I've taken down the fried shrimp basket.
I also have some boudin nachos hanging out.
Boudin nachos, yes, that dip, whatever that dip is, it's very solid.
Yeah.
It's like a mix of beans, salsa, and everything. That was very good.
They do a fantastic job out here at BB's.
Very, very solid. So next question, as we head to Kansas City, couple of chats. Turner says, "Thanks for coming to the North Side. Go Texans."
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
glad
sir.
to see everybody out here. Is everybody having a fun time at BB's? I thought you'd be a little bit louder. We could try again later. That's fine. That's fine.
This guy. AD says, "Who's taking Settle's spot?"
Oh, you know who's taking Tim Settle's spot. You know who's getting more run. He's the guy.
Don't do this.
Tommy Togiai.
Don't disrespect.
Got to throw up the S.
Don't disrespect.
Got to support the Samoan culture.
My gosh. I can't believe he gave you a pass for that, by the way.
I am basically an honorary Samoan.
Okay.
Basically.
Okay.
Without the tattoos, without the long hair, without the natural strength,
Okay.
without the dark skin,
Okay.
without I have the impressive eating ability. Impressive is probably not the right word most people would use.
No, it's impressive. It's impressive. Minus the oysters.
Sometimes it's disgusting. Okay. You want me to just fire these oysters down while we're on the air?
Sure. Grab them.
Okay. All right.
Grab them. Next question is, will Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter sit at the same table this week? I think the answer is yes. I think that's kind of been established where they figured it out. I was talking to someone before the show, and he was talking about advanced numbers and all this type of stuff. And, man, you were so critical of Danielle Hunter early in the year, and the advanced numbers said this and that, blah, blah, blah. What did the wins and losses say? Why is it that all of a sudden when Danielle Hunter starts getting sacks, they start winning? Like, why is it
7 sacks while Davis Mills was the quarterback?
I'm going to get on my old man soapbox here.
Okay.
Why is it that these youngsters, these young bucks, that even when there's proof that maybe those advanced stats that we obsess over, when there's proof that these advanced stats maybe don't matter as much, they still hang their hat on them, even though the wins and losses show something different. Danielle Hunter has started getting sacks, and that's why the Texans are winning. It's not because he had some fake win over the right. I don't even know how you measure that. It's like, how do you measure that?
I did not know this was a crusade you were going to undertake.
I didn't know it was either.
Someone get Chris Collinsworth on the StreamYard, and we'll have him in here to explain why PFF loves the Texans edge duo and why you should too.
You should love the Texans edge duo, but the advanced stats are not they do not lead to wins. Get some sacks.
I love
some damn sacks.
Look,
That's what he's doing.
I was pretty fond of the advanced stats early on this year, and then I kind of felt like I was getting sold a false bill of goods, and then the worm turned and they started sacking the quarterback.
And then what happened?
And they started winning football games.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Will the offensive line hold up against Stone Cold?
The fact that NFL CBS or CBS NFL, the account picked up Aaron's question.
He's getting roasted now.
People are not being kind.
Even
to
Kansas City fans are like, wait, what?
George Karlaftis and Stone Cold. CJ goes, who?
But I talked to Aaron about it, and I was like, dude, no one calls him that. He's like, bro, it's his Twitter account. And I was like, yeah, because Chris Jones obviously isn't available. Like, you have to pick something like the name Chris Jones, at Chris Jones. I'm assuming that was gone relatively quick.
Yeah,
like
probably.
we're talking, like I could get at Landry Locker. You could get at Cody Stoots.
I could not get at Cody Stoots.
Oh yeah, you were at Cody Love for a while, huh?
Well,
Cody _
Now I'm at Cody _ Stoots because the original at Cody Stoots had one tweet like back in 2007. You know what it was?
So you sent a letter to the manager?
No, I didn't. No, I still have my same Twitter account. That guy's still got an active Twitter account. One tweet way back in the day. You know what it said? I just farted. That's the only time that guy's ever tweeted. There's another Cody Stoots out there with one tweet talking about passing gas, and I can't have that Twitter account.
You tried though, right?
I never tried.
You never hit up anyone at Twitter.
I lived with my underscore.
By the way, speaking of Twitter, John McClain has his Twitter back.
I was very excited for him. It was very dire there for a while.
How much do you think he paid that lawyer
to
do what I could have done?
Way too much.
Like how much would you say?
Why didn't you just say, "Hey, John, give me a couple bucks. I'll get it back."
I tried, but took him through a process and then he gave it to the lawyer.
Okay. Well, I mean, whatever he paid him was too much.
Did you see him put out like that emotional?
Landry Locker Esquire could have got it back.
But you do know we did have a good experience though, and I didn't really like say anything about this because I thought it was just like cool, kinda. McClain did use us as like tweet rehab when he didn't have Twitter. He was just group texting us like 50 tweets during the Texans game.
Are you going to read them?
Last time.
Are you going to read them?
You read them.
Oh
Like we became John McClain's like obsessive Twitter account. We were like his like e-cig. We were like his e-cig addiction. We were just getting like group text of McClain. And if you think I was mad at Nick Caley, he didn't tweet it, so I guess it didn't happen. McClain was not nice to my boy Nick Caley.
This is John McClain at 12:15 in a group text to me and Landry. The game has literally just started. Caley runs are so predictable, putting CJ in so many long situations. John McClain, looks like they don't know what they're doing. Couple texts later. God, I wish I could tweet. 8 in the box, run up the middle. No huddle. Jesus. Terrible clock management. That was the end of the half.
He was going crazy.
Yeah.
And then he got the Twitter account back. And yeah.
He was a big fan of J.J. Watt being critical of the Texans too.
Yeah. So do you think the O-line will hold up against Stone Cold Jones?
He's not quite the same guy that he used to be. I mean,
but don't you feel like he can flip the switch?
He is the epitome. What's the Toby Keith song? I'm as good once as I ever was. He could take over a game. I mean, he can absolutely, especially against this interior. I know they've had some
saying that he's actually going to do something, or I feel like he's saying he's willing to get his ass whooped.
I'm as good once as I ever was.
Yeah, but I feel like he's just saying that his mind over his actual talent.
The music video, he gets beat up, but like I don't think that's the message of the song. Like I'm going to get beat up.
I think it was.
I felt like it was
he's wise, but he might at any time.
I thought he was talking to a lady. Like I'm as good once as I ever was.
Oh, so you think he's getting hype for?
You know, I got one left in me. I thought that's what it was about.
No, really though. Do you think the O-line can hold up against him now?
I'm worried about short yardage stuff because he could just totally transform and change that situation. And they seem so stubborn. There's not a better word for it. They seem so stubborn about their ability to run short yardage plays and to gain those short yards. So I'm a little worried about Stone Cold Jones.
Can we at least pour one out for
the nickname?
No, not
okay,
that.
Gotcha. All right.
Sticking with the offensive line and blocking. Can we at least pour one out for Dalton Schultz being asked to block George Karlaftis one-on-one 12 times like Bobby did last time?
That was not great.
That was what I was saying. When they were arguing with me about the Nick Caley thing, I was like, all right, I'll find some middle ground with you. If we're going to talk this improvement, we're going to argue about where the offense is improved. If Dalton Schultz isn't asked to block George Karlaftis 15 times, I'll say that's improvement from the last time they went to Kansas City.
That's it. That is improvement. That would be massive improvement. I will never get
Golly, that was crazy. That was the craziest thing I've ever watched.
I'll never get the vision of Dalton Schultz just kind of watching Karlaftis go past him, and then him laying on top of CJ, and Schultz kind of looking around like, "Oh, was that my job? Like me? Like, yeah, it was you, bud. It was you. Yeah, don't do that, Nick Caley. Don't ask Stover to do it either."
We're live out here at BB's Kingwood. Raging Cajun, that's appropriate. He says, I'm OTW. I heard all shots will be on Cody's tab.
I'll buy you your first beverage if you come out here. Okay, but I don't all the shots. I don't know about all that.
So OTW on the way. Okay.
Yeah. Did you not know that?
I had to think about it.
Okay.
Trey Calhoun says you have to read these very gingerly sometimes. They can get you. It's like Will Ferrell on Anchorman. I have a bad feeling about this game when the national media is mostly betting on us in primetime game. We usually disappoint, especially against a desperate Chiefs team in Arrowhead in the cold. That's fair. There's a lot of optimism, man.
That is an element that
a lot of optimism. Same advanced stats guy was talking about optimism.
That is an element of this Chiefs team where they, do
you think people are too high on the Texans right now?
It's probably a little bit.
Do you not like the national media is really like high on the Texans?
But I don't know if that's. Are they high on the offense? I think everybody should be high on this defense.
They're high on the team. Like it's the defense. This defense can do.
Yeah, but are they showing Will Anderson highlights? Or are they showing Woody Marks running up the middle for no gain? They're showing Will Anderson highlights. You should be excited about this defense. You should not be excited about this offense.
So do you think the optimism's too high, though?
I think the optimism is slightly overblown. Yes, there's a little bit too much. But it's not like wildly out of control. Like nobody's booking trips to San Francisco.
See, I think it's kind of a weird like emotion because we've covered this team like every second for like the better part, like over a decade.
Yeah.
And I think it's almost like the balance where the Texans right now are about where they should have expected to be before the season started. But because they had to dig themselves out of an early hole, now all of a sudden it seems like there's such optimism when really the optimism is it's not just a lost season. You know what I mean?
I don't know, because I think after Buffalo and beating Indianapolis too, it's like playoffs are alive. Chance of the AFC South is alive. Like there should be a little bit of optimism after those two wins.
So now that we've had some time to sit, like if I asked you, like how did the Buffalo game alter your feelings about the Texans, and how did the Colts game alter your feelings about the Texans as opposed to what it was like heading into it? Because for me, the Buffalo game, I think, is insane because that showed that your defense, even with just a god-awful performance on offense, can take you home. Like against a good team, like against a really good team. Because that was really probably the first good team they beat.
Yeah.
So that like the Buffalo game, your defense can overcome your offense and you can beat a good team. And the Josh Allen game of last year wasn't a fluke. So anytime you start talking about quarterbacks like Justin Herbert, Drake May, like when you start talking about playoff matchups, if DeMeco owns Josh Allen like that, he can own Drake May. He's already owned Justin Herbert, so we've seen that.
Right.
We don't know about Mahomes yet. We'll see what happens here. The Colts game, they suck now. Like their quarterback has a broken fibula. Like as soon as they said that Daniel Jones has a broken fibula, that's a wrap. That's the end of how I look at the Colts game.
You literally flipped your pick from Colts to Texans once that news came out.
Yeah, that's the end of it. Like that's a wrap there. So that's the whole thing. Like I look at the Buffalo game, the Colts, I'm just like,
Yeah, but CJ looking okay coming out of the long break. That's a positive.
I think he looked better than okay.
Okay, CJ looking good coming out of the long break.
Yeah, I think he looked like someone who can overcome an offensive coordinator that might not be ready to go. The guy I'm the biggest fan of.
He says he's the biggest fan, and the quarterback's got to overcome him.
Did you see some of those third down plays he was making?
It was not great.
It was a save. It was the CJ saves all butts right in front of us.
Sure.
So yes, I thought CJ looked better than okay. He looks recharged, man.
Yes. So that's a big positive coming out of the Colts game. defense got it done, closed out the game. They'd only had a couple of opportunities to do that and failed most of the time. And the offense had to pick up against Tennessee and get that final score. But, closing out the game against the Colts, that was a positive. Like, there's stuff out of that Colts game, even though the Colts maybe are about to fall apart.
Did your big picture POV change?
Yes. Yes, because they have a chance at the division now.
Who would you pick to win the division right now? Like if I asked you,
I literally this week made a bet on the Texans to win the division. They got
what were those odds?
Plus 300.
That's it.
Yeah, it was not great, but it was better than basically even money for the Jaguars and the Colts.
See, I think the Jags win the division, and I don't think they're good. I think the Colts are just so broken, and I think that Cohen's a good coach, and I think that their schedule's easy.
Well, if that's
their schedule's a joke.
If that's the case, sign me up for that 3-6 matchup going to Jacksonville.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, so I see your big picture game here.
There's no big picture
game. If the Jaguars are winning the division, you're like, oh, great, because then you can go to Jacksonville and beat up on them.
How fake is that atmosphere going to be, by the way?
Oh.
Do they still have that swimming pool? They stopped showing that, didn't they?
They stopped showing the swimming pool. I have a hunch there was probably some things they didn't want to show in the swimming pool.
I saw them. Yeah. I don't know why they did the under thing.
I thought
it's gracious.
I didn't think that you could put whales in fresh water, but I'm a big guy. It's okay for me to make that joke.
Okay.
All right.
How will Nick Caley do this weekend against Spags?
Boy, not good. Probably, right? Like, Steve Spagnuolo's got to be licking his chops going against this Nick Caley offense. The predictability, some of the issues that they have shown in the past.
I don't think you separate CJ from this either, though.
Well, CJ's had when there's constant pressure, he's had some really bad moments. He's had some really bad moments, and that's what the Chiefs want to do. They haven't been able to do it consistently, which I think is one of the biggest elements of them not being in that upper echelon where they usually are. Is they can't consistently rush the passer, but it's not going to stop Spagnuolo from trying.
No, if there was ever a time to get Woody Marks and Noel involved in the pass game, this is it.
Quick, easy stuff on the outside.
Yeah,
let them go to work.
This is it.
Okay tackling secondary for the Chiefs. Let those guys go shake and bake on the outside. Yeah, it'd be nice. But they're allergic to throwing the ball to Woody Marks unless it's a crap play.
Or it's we got to take 41 seconds between snaps and throw it to him and try to get on the sidelines and then run 25 more seconds. The Rhino says, get the bullet for the King Po' Boy.
Bullet for the King Po' Boy.
Bullet for the King Po' Boy.
He had mentioned this the other day, so somebody's going to have to get that. I got a million oysters to eat.
3.
Okay. You didn't even look at them. They're over here.
You got a dozen, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I still got some to take down. I got some nachos to take down. I don't know if I can get a bullet for the King Po' Boy.
Young Costa says, shout out to the Stone Cold Spank Boys.
Yeah, this people have been telling me about this. You've named us the Spank Boys?
I never did that.
You named us. That's what the people have been telling me.
That's a lie.
Why did you come up with that name?
That's a lie.
Why are you calling us the Spank Boys?
That never happened.
Okay.
Patrick says, someone tell Gas Steichen to give Cody Stoots back.
Yeah. Maybe it was Shane Steichen back in the day. If the people don't know, at the owners' meeting, Shane Steichen farted on me in the men's restroom. We were back to back in the old restroom, and he knew it too. He gave me like a weird, I got you. He didn't know I covered the Texans, but
he might have.
Maybe he did. Maybe he knows who we are.
HDAV Traveler says, afternoon, Landry, Cody, and friends. Hope everyone's having a great time at BB's. I'm there with y'all in spirit.
It seems like everybody's having a fantastic time. Got a couple of the tropical drinks out there, the daiquiris and such. So, yeah. I didn't ask for it that time. You're early.
Zach Rose says, I'm smelling a CJ breakout game over 300 passing and 3 TDs. I'm manifesting it.
Well, if CJ has one of those.
I think he has 2 touchdown passes. The over 1.5. Over 1.5, you can get even money.
Oh, really?
Over 1.5, you can get even money. Yeah. I think he has 2 touchdown passes.
That's a fun little wager.
Who would you say, if I told you that CJ throws 2 touchdown passes, who would you say they go to?
Nico and Dalton.
Nico and Dalton?
Yeah. This is a rely on your bread and butter type of opponent from a defensive standpoint. You just got to – he trusts Nico. He trusts Dalton. Those guys are getting open on the most consistent basis. Those are the guys getting the ball on the most consistent basis. Though Higgins has come along in the past few weeks, it's only been one game with Higgins. If he threw 2 touchdowns, I would tell you that it's Nico and Dalton catching the touchdowns.
I think Higgins is one of your bigger red zone threats.
Kaylee's actually had some nice moments with Higgins in the red zone.
He also might like cold weather.
I don't think anybody likes cold weather, but
I don't know the way he's moving around out there. I feel like for being a Florida dude, he sure does seem to not really give a damn about being out there in the cold.
We gotta just
at all.
Are you familiar? Have you ever heard of the martingale system?
No.
It's a not great roulette strategy. You just bet red. If you don't get it, you double your bet. You bet red again because eventually it's coming up.
I've heard this.
I think we should martingale a Jalen Noel touchdown every week. They start with $1 this week. He's got to be 4-1, 5-1, and then next week
this week he's 9-1.
9-1, so $1 this week. He doesn't get it next week, $2. Week after that, $4, and then we can pay for a big party at the end.
It's funny you bring this up because one of the questions that I put on is, when is Noel going to make a special teams play?
Like a big play, bigger than the ones he's made?
It's not a matter of when. It's not a matter of if. It's a matter of when. When is this going to happen? Because I don't want this to be a situation where, they're up 21 and Jalen Noel runs back a punt return touchdown. You're from Kansas City, man.
I'll sign up for that now.
You're from Kansas City. You're from Kansas City.
They go up 28-0 because Jalen Noel takes it to the house. I'm in. Sign me up.
You're from Kansas City. Make a play, Jalen.
So you want an early one. You want the Texans to win the toss, defer. Chiefs are on the field first, 3 and out, and then Jalen Noel to the house on that first punt for Matt Araiza. Jalen Noel to the house on that first punt. Okay,
the punt god.
I'll sign up for that right now. That'd be great. 7-0 start before the offense even steps out there. Nick Haley won't know what to do with himself.
What do you mean?
Just, throw the script away. Game already started. Got points on the board. Playing with a lead. Not like he does that a lot.
They'll just keep the script. Shout out to Texans Turf for doing what they did for me. I wanted turf in the backyard, and it was a stressful process. I talked to 6 guys before Dan came through, didn't try to rip me off, didn't try to upsell me. He got what was best for my yard. He fixes the fences to where the drainage is perfect. As soon as it rains, it's dry out there, always green, always clean. Texans Turf, a lot of my neighbors have done it, a lot of viewers have done it, and they are the best. They don't just do my yard. They've done a lot of big names. Guys who might own
not
teams.
A big name?
Guys who might own teams.
Oh, okay.
But that's just kind of is what it is because they don't treat you like that.
Over there.
That's a big crane over there.
Yeah.
From putting greens to play areas from my house to a billionaire's house, they got you covered. TexansTurf.com, best in the game. Shout out to Dan the man.
Hey, simply just go to TexansTurf.com, schedule that free estimate, and have Dan come out, look it over, and figure out exactly how big you want that putting green to be.
I was a customer before the partnership. Jay Bubblehead says, wish I could be there at BB's, have a drink on me. And once again, thanks for the CJ card, Cody. Y'all are great.
Yeah, he won a CJ card. We had a little giveaway on the Houston Football Channel this morning. So
you sent him a CJ card?
Yeah, he won like a numbered CJ card.
Oh wow.
Like football card.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Little pack break or what?
No, it's just the one-stop card shop over there in Bel Air donated it and said, hey, you can give this away. Somebody like it. All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
Zach says Higgins and Schultz. So he put Higgins instead of Nico for the touchdown.
That'd be fine with me. Big Nico day with some yardage and let Higgins get the touchdown. I'd be okay with that.
Nico doesn't like the cold, man.
Who likes the cold? Apparently Ursery does.
Yeah, Ursery does, but Nico doesn't like the cold.
Yeah, I believe him.
He's from Alabama, dude.
You don't like the cold. You were freezing to death inside today.
What will CJ Stroud?
You're literally blowing in your hand like it was.
Dude, it was cold. Come on.
Like your Brett Favre at Lambeau.
Is the AC at NRG? We got someone who actually works. Is the AC at NRG not insane? They haven't adjusted accordingly to the weather. It's insane. It's cold.
But my thing is, though, Nick Cayley, if you were not prepared yesterday, wouldn't you have been prepared today? You were cold yesterday. How are you still cold today, Nick Caley?
You want me to answer that like Nick Caley?
Yeah, answer it like Nick Caley.
Well, the plan was to stay warm. And, as soon as it was cold yesterday, we wanted to stay warm. So, that was the plan. And we wore the exact same thing. And there's really no urgency.
What you're saying is you didn't execute.
Didn't execute. You got to be better, obviously. What will C.J. Stroud's second game back look like? He's been good in Kansas City. I actually like. They haven't won in Kansas City the last. He's been fine. The last 2 years.
Fine and good are different.
No, he's been good. He was actually dealing before Tank Dell got hurt.
Right.
Now, that was an emotional time. I think he probably had his best drive before that in the first half, capped off with the Dalton Schultz touchdown. This is the regular season. And then he found Tank, and then it kind of fell apart. And I also think the cream kind of rose to the top in Kansas City. The playoff game, they had no receivers. They had no receivers that could get open. The offensive line was terrible. I actually thought that he led an incredible drive where Cold Weather Fairbairn, you think I hate cold weather Fairbairn misses the extra point that should have tied it. I think if you just talk about surroundings, I think C.J. Stroud has actually been pretty good in Kansas City.
I agree, and I think 2 of the absolute best drives of the entire season last year were in Kansas City.
Second half and the Dalton Schultz one?
Yes. So 2 of the best drives they had the entire season last year.
Started the second half in the playoff game.
Right.
Yes, I would agree.
Yeah, we're in Kansas City, and that was well into the level of displeasure that we all had with the offense. So to have those signs of life that late in the season after we were all displeased with how they had been playing offensively, that was really good to see. And yeah, I think from last game to this game, I think there's a lot that he can do well from last game and do it again. I think there's plenty of things from last game that if they're just a little bit better, he's really close to having an awesome day.
I think his surroundings are better this time than last.
Sure.
I think his surroundings are better. I don't think he's intimidated by Kansas City. I think he's been pretty good there.
No, he hasn't had problems in Kansas City.
The biggest concern I do have, though, and we really didn't see it. We really didn't see it play out last game, but we did get a warning sign. Is he going to use his legs? Because he used his legs against Kansas City last year, which is what, and that's always been the question about C.J. Stroud. Will he use his legs, especially post-concussion, too?
Well, he did try to throw the ball 5 yards after.
He threw the ball 5 yards ahead of the line of scrimmage, and I'm kind of wondering, does this guy want to run anymore? He's got to run in this game because Mahomes will.
Mahomes is just taking off, and it's not even he'll go when there's no pressure just because guys are covered. He'll just take off. It's not like he's just escaping this pressure. He's making coherent decisions. I'll just take off. It'll just be better for us. And he's had some huge runs, and he'll break a defense's back. He'll get the 3rd and long. You'll have everything covered, and then Mahomes takes off. The next thing you know, they got to set it down. So it's just oh, God, we got to try to stop him again.
SNL Live out here at BB's. So we're going to play a game real quick. Which is meaner? Which comment is meaner? Contestant number 1. This is from Cody Stoots here on the prep sheet. This is mean contestant number 1.
Mean contestant number 1.
Will CJ make a play in the first quarter that makes people call for Davis Mills?
I think it's a worthwhile question. You saw it on social media last week.
I did not.
You saw it.
I did not.
Everybody saw it.
I did not.
Okay. Well, you weren't looking. I was. Lots of people were like, put Mills in.
When?
After CJ threw the ball.
Oh, the interception?
After the beyond the line of scrimmage, the interception.
Okay.
People were calling for Davis Mills.
He responded well to the interception, though.
He did respond well to the interception. He did respond well to the interception. But will he? And if yes, what is that play?
You tell me. Answer your own question.
I don't think he will.
Meanie?
I don't think he will. I am hoping that the worst game C.J. Stroud plays post-concussion is Indianapolis.
If that's the case, then they're in good shape.
If that's the case,
if that's the case, they're humming.
If that's the case, they are a true blue contender in the AFC.
Yeah, if that is the worst, then they're humming. Yeah.
Now, I think he could probably have a less statistically impressive day against the Raiders here in a few weeks, and maybe Davis finishes that one out. That'd be nice.
I don't think it'll be like that.
I think the Raiders are bad.
Yeah, they're bad. King Julian, this is mean contestant number 2. He says Jared Wayne revenge game.
Oh, come on.
So does he win the meaner contest?
Yeah, that's way more mean than what I said.
Y'all should have seen Stoots today in the locker room.
What kind of made-up BS are you about to say?
He requested to talk to Jared Wayne today about Kansas City.
That did not happen.
He went up to PR and said, I want to talk to Jared Wayne
That's
about
not true.
going back to Kansas City.
That is not true. You can't smear my name like that.
All right, next question. To quote Drew Rosenhaus. By the way, bro, Drew Rosenhaus has Tommy Townsend as a client. Is Landry being too hard on Nick Caley? This is a question. Am I being too hard on Nick Caley? I don't think so, man. I don't think so.
You are.
I don't think so.
You are probably just slightly too hard on some of the bigger picture offense stuff. And then I feel like you're spot on with how he ends first halves.
You don't fire Bobby Slowick to have some sort of patient process like this. Like as soon as they decided to do that, like that completely, like it increased the expectations of what the OC is. This isn't a normal type of vibe. And the other thing is, it's the Patriot system. It's the Patriot system. And a lot of the stuff that bothered us about the Patriot system is still there. So it's a correlation of history. It's not just being impatient about a coach or anything like that. And I don't care about established play callers or anything, but like that end of the first half was embarrassing.
It was not good. And his explanation was worse.
It was pathetic. Like it was bad. So no, I don't think I'm too hard on him. I'm his biggest fan. I want him to do well.
You keep saying that.
I want Nick Caley to do well.
I don't think anybody believes you when you say that.
I'm his biggest fan. I want him to do well. That's it.
I do wonder if maybe you, like, people have passed you into the like acceptance that there's no hope for Nick Caley. He's never going to be what they need him to be.
I don't think there's no hope. I don't think there's no hope.
You're just trying to manage around what he is right now.
Yeah, I don't think there's no hope. I just think he's playing with fire right now with stuff that you shouldn't be playing with fire with. Like to compare that to the Buffalo situation, like, yeah, it was the same as brother. Y'all called the timeout after 41 seconds in 2 plays against Buffalo. Right. By the way, that wasn't greatly executed. Christian Kirk didn't get out of bounds, and it was kind of a little bit close against Buffalo too. You literally killed 1 minute and 6 seconds after 2 plays. One of which you said you were trying to get to the sidelines when you had 2 timeouts. That's not normal. That's not like a rookie mistake type of situation.
Correct. And it's not like, it's a one-off either. They've had issues with the end of the first half basically all year long.
Yes. And I do wonder how much the head coach kind of makes it a little bit difficult on him.
Like, hey, don't make a mistake here. Don't give him the football. Don't give him any time left on the clock.
There might be a Demick factor to it. D'Amico, no O.
Hey, we're okay with 3 here. Don't worry about getting 7.
You're not getting 3 when you kill 106 to get 10 yards.
Well,
that's the other thing. Like, I don't care that they played for a field goal. I would love a field goal, but like, I'm not sitting here saying they have to score a touchdown. You get the ball at the 20-yard line. You get to the 31. You snap the ball 41 seconds later. You try to throw the ball to the sidelines. You don't get to the sidelines. So instead of calling timeout because you didn't do what you were supposed to do, you let 26 more seconds go off the clock from the 30-yard line. And then you're talking to me about the 3rd down play? Brother, I don't care about the 3rd down play. Like, you've literally killed 106 and you're at the 30-yard line. Like, if they would have got the ball at the 30-yard line with 40 seconds left, take a knee and take it to the house. Yeah, sure. That's basically what they created after having a good play. So that's the problem, man. Like I want Nick Caley to look like someone that functions better than Bobby Slowick. When I grilled Bobby Slowick after the Green Bay game, where you run the ball twice. This was kind of the same thing. Because remember against Green Bay last year, they ran the ball twice, and then they threw the ball to the sidelines. They threw an incomplete pass, and they left time on the clock for Green Bay and didn't make them use their timeout. Remember that?
Correct, yes.
Yeah, that was the same thing that they did the other day. I just expect like the whole function, like stuff like that, to look better, especially in this situation.
At least Kaylee hasn't blamed a failed offensive drive on. We didn't get the look we thought we were going to get.
God,
that was a Bobby favorite.
Oh my God!
Yeah, we didn't get the look we thought we were going to get. Oh yeah, imagine that.
What is Nick Caley? Nick Caley doesn't really have a crutch, does he?
I mean, not really. It's kind of like the execute thing, but that's a D'Amico thing too. So I don't think that's just Nick Caley.
Leaning Tower of Panda. She says the Kingwood HOA Landscaping Committees just held an emergency Zoom after your turf ad read. They're currently drafting a cease and desist.
Or did the Kingwood HOAs, or is that they legendarily tough on stuff? I don't know.
I think most HOAs are tough, right?
I mean, I guess. I never hear from mine. I send my money every month. They don't send me anything.
Didn't someone die across from you?
There was a lady that she passed. And I don't think anybody found her for a while.
Way to be a good neighbor, dude.
What was I supposed to do? Knock on her door when it started to smell bad?
No, maybe be friendly. Like realize something was wrong. Do you not like give her a head nod or something like that?
Realize something was wrong?
I mean, realize something was wrong.
Yeah, I did realize something was wrong. Like, this apartment smells bad. What am I supposed to do? Go knock on the door and be like, "You smell bad"? You'd call me a jerk for that. I'm in a no-win situation here.
ESG Soccer says some big teams have a chance of coming to NRG. World Cup fever. Also, there is no hope. Kaylee out. When LL being the critical media is a wild turn.
All right, a lot going on there, ESG Soccer. Soccer's in his name, so I get that he's excited about the World Cup.
When LL being the critical media is wild turn. I don't know what that means.
Maybe he thinks it's wild that people think you're being too critical.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe.
But the soccer, what are your soccer thoughts? You're a fake soccer fan, aren't you?
What does that mean?
Like, didn't you try to act cool and like go to bars at like 8 a.m. and drink and, oh yeah, soccer. Didn't you do that before?
No.
You've never done that?
No.
You've never been to a bar in the morning watching soccer?
Have I ever been to a bar in the morning to watch soccer? No.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I never did that.
All right.
Have I gone to a bar to watch a World Cup match? Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. And did you wear a scarf?
No, I didn't wear a scarf. There's never scarf weather in this city.
Dude, you didn't have to be scarf. Are you a soccer fan or not?
No,
they're always
I'm not.
wearing scarves in soccer.
So I don't know what you're trying to get at here. I'm not a soccer fan.
So you don't have any opinions on the
I'm a soccer casual.
Takes? You don't have any opinions on the soccer takes?
No, I don't even know who the USA is going to play.
Is Landon Donovan still part of that team, or Josie Altidore?
I think they've been gone for a long time.
What about Freddie Adu? Remember him on Sports Illustrated for Kids back in the day?
That was supposed to be a bigger deal than it ended up being. Yeah.
Do they have Sports Illustrated for Kids still?
Do they have regular Sports Illustrated anymore?
They hire like freelance writers.
It's all
to write
digital
for them.
now.
Yeah, it's all like freelance stuff.
It was fun for 3 months telling people I wrote for SI. They're like, oh, can I pick up a magazine? I'm like, no, it was on the website.
Dude, the SI Thursday was so sick.
Oh, yeah.
You went in there, and then you would get home from school and you would try to be quick when the swimsuit issue came out. You're like, oh.
It's not how I approach it.
Dad comes out there. Did the sports? No, I didn't see it, Pops. So could I interest you in a stat?
Yes, please.
You know Xavier Worthy has not had a 100-yard game this year?
I did not know that.
Why does he stink so far? Like, why is he so bad?
Is he hurt? Like, is he? Like,
I mean, he's always banged up. He's tiny, but like, how is Xavier Worthy so bad this year?
It's not like Mahomes has been bad. Like sometimes a wide receiver can have a bad dip in his production because the quarterback's having a bad day or a bad week or bad season or whatever. It's like Mahomes has been fantastic this year. So I can't explain that. 401
yards this year on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games. 83, 42, 20, 35, 53, 23, 25, 59, 61. So Xavier Worthy has been like a non-factor this year.
Well, that's weird. You think the league just adjusted to him?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Maybe they're playing him deep. Because he's the type of guy that would kind of concern me against the Texans. Now, Rice is going to be in the slot. Hollywood Brown, you don't know what you're going to get with him. But Xavier Worthy does not have – matter of fact, he doesn't have a game over 90. He didn't have a game over 85. Xavier Worthy.
Keeps getting lower. I'm on the Price is Right. Lower. Lower.
Drew Carey still hosting that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Yeah, no thank you.
They've got a bunch of new games, too, that aren't as fun as the old games.
What's your favorite Price is Right game?
I mean, I think everybody wants to play Plinko, don't you?
No.
Just walk out of there with cash?
It's too luck, man. Like it's just
what
like
do I need a treadmill for? Don't answer that.
No, but like it's just too luck. I want to play like a game where you have to guess.
Oh, where you have to you're gonna win a car if you could tell us what the price is, the numbers in order or something like that.
Yeah.
What about the yodeling game? That's always a good one.
I don't know that one.
Oh, you got to guess the price of like the macaroni and cheese. And
yeah.
However much you're off, the yodeler moves up the mountain. If he falls off, you lose.
Did you ever watch that Price is Right doc on Netflix?
About the guy that, that was really
fan?
good. Yeah, he just knew the price of everything.
Yeah, that guy was crazy.
And then he got on there one time, and didn't he win both showcases?
Yeah, it was like a big controversy.
It's always a thrill when they have a chance to win both showcases.
Wasn't Bob Barker a creeper?
I think he was the exact opposite. I think he was just not creepy.
What do you mean?
I think he had like all those beautiful ladies around, but he was just not creepy.
He was just a charmer?
No, I think he was like, I think it's on TV as far as it went. Like he wasn't like locking the door behind the scenes.
Good. I respect him either way, but I
respect him either way.
I respect him either way. As a host.
Sure. Yeah, if he was creepy, that's fine.
I was going to ask you this. This has nothing to do with actual football, but we've talked about Rashee Rice. Instead of just asking like a generic hack football question, I'm going to ask you this food question.
Well, you've come to the right place, sir.
What is the best kind of rice? If I asked you to power rank the top 3 rices, what are the best 3 rices?
The best 3 rices?
The best 3 rices.
Do I have to put them in order or just give you three great rices?
You just go in order.
I mean, a fried rice has got to be at the top.
That was the right answer.
Because I've got so many.
If you hadn't gotten that,
I've got so many different options with a fried rice.
Fried rice with like some soy sauce and maybe mix in like the mustard, the sweet, whatever. Like
maybe not like that. Maybe just the soy sauce.
Just whatever. Just however you like your Chinese fried rice. That's number 1.
Fried rice, yeah,
no doubt. Yes.
A good Mexican rice, like with a Mexican dish.
Do you mix it with the beans?
No, I don't get any beans. I get double rice. So much I like the rice.
So much you like it. Okay.
Yeah.
And 3? Like
Number
dirty
3.
rice? Dirty rice?
Dirty rice, pretty good. I like just like, like the.
Don't say you just like the white steamed rice.
No, I was just saying like the sticky sushi rice.
Like the white?
Like the rice that kind of sticks together. Not just regular good old fashioned steamed rice, but like a little bit.
Man, when you go to Chinese places and they just give you the white rice, it's like so depressing for me. That's what McLean orders.
He orders just the plain white rice?
He orders just a white-ass rice, like in the middle of the damn table. And I'm like, man, like.
But then he just like pour a bunch of sauce on it?
All the sauce on it, yes.
Can I get extra sauce?
Yes, that's right.
What does he get? Like firecracker or something?
At
Ambassador, yeah.
Garlic shrimp and crazy chicken.
Oh, yeah. Can I get some extra crazy sauce, please?
And 2 egg rolls, which, by the way, those egg rolls are like big barrel baseball bats.
Yeah, no, I support the double egg roll move. They're good. They're delicious. Yeah. I could.
It's basically 2 Chipotle burritos.
That's fine with me. I could eat 3 of them.
So I can't believe I'm going to say this. And I don't know why I thought this, but I was walking around the stadium today between practice and waiting for D'Amico. And I was just trying to make some sense of this Kansas City game. And I was asking myself.
You with your own thoughts alone is a scary place to be.
It's very scary. So I won't share it all. But I asked myself, I said, like.
Is that why they were out of tissues in the bathroom? Go on.
You're the one who noticed. I did not notice that.
I needed to blow my nose.
Anyway, yeah, dude, when Cody goes to the restroom in the media room. Oh, boy,
here we go. More lies.
Where that door is
More lies.
Where that door is right there is where the restroom is. When Cody goes in there and all the media is waiting in here, it literally sounds like Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment.
No, that's not.
I'm not kidding. Everybody's looking around like, what's going on in there?
I do.
And it's like you.
I do blow my nose loud.
No,
I will
you brought
not.
this up. You brought this up. I was not going to say, but it sounds like something's going on there.
I blow my nose very loud.
And then he walks out, and everyone's like, all quiet. Like, and then he just sits down. Oh.
I'm not going to deny that I blow my nose loud.
I don't know what's going on in there. But anyway, I was thinking about who could be like the X factors, guys we're not talking about. And I can't believe I'm going to say this.
Oh, I think I know.
I feel like someone might flip the switch and have the best game he's ever had as a Texan. I feel like someone might flip the switch and have the best game that he's ever had as a Texan. He's battle tested. He hasn't had a lot of success. He likes cold weather. He might be called upon because of the injuries. I think this could be Nick Chubb's best game as a Houston Texan.
I thought it was going to be Tommy Togiai.
I think this could be Nick Chubb's final, like when I always talk about golden retrievers because my golden retriever lasted till he was 14 years old.
Uh-huh.
I think this could be the last fetch when he's like 13 and when he can barely move and like you throw it and he's like running like he did when he was 6. I feel like this could be like the last fetch for Nick Chubb, and he just has like the game of his Texans career and leaves it all out there.
Damn. They might need him for the playoffs. He can't leave it all in the field in Kansas City.
You can only ask so much. Beggars can't be choosers. I feel like this is going to be Nick Chubb. Right now on Sleeper, the higher lower is 20. I'm taking the higher. I actually think Nick Chubb's going to be a big part of things. Dude, and we've seen Woody Marks limp off the last four games. I think this is the Nick Chubb. This is what would the best game of Nick Chubb's Texans career even look like? 70 yards to the touchdown?
Yeah, I mean, like kind of being like a closer almost. Like Woody kind of gets him there, and then Chubb with some really nice runs in the second half just kind of shuts the door on him. Maybe a couple touchdowns late.
I'm feeling a Nick Chubb game, dude.
His highest total this year is 61. 61.
Nick Chubb game, baby.
He scored a touchdown in that game. That was
he likes
Baltimore.
cold weather too.
He got most of those on a 27-yard run.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And they got the Wildcat too now with him.
Yeah, but maybe we don't do that one. Maybe we just leave that one in Indianapolis.
You want to kill the Wildcat?
I'm out on Nick Chubb running the Wildcat. My belief is that was supposed to be Woody Marks, but he was hurt at that moment. The Wildcat is not built for Nick Chubb.
He used to run it like crazy in Cleveland.
That was when he had 2 working legs.
The last fetch.
That's I have thought that they've done, since they've turned things over to Woody Marks, they haven't done the Lake and Tomlinson where you just go back to just Nick Chubb for no reason. They've done a pretty good job with the mixing.
Good balance.
They've done a good job with the mixing and the matching and adding Chubb in as necessary. Some of it's necessary because, it looks like Woody needs to get carted off when he gets hurt. But what? I'm just saying, he looks like he dies every time he gets hurt.
I don't think you're treating him like he's Paul Pierce. I feel like he's I don't feel like he's selling it. I feel like he's really hurt and he's just tough.
Yeah, maybe he is, but every time he gets hurt, I think, oh God, the season's over. And then 5 snaps later, he's back out there.
Looking better than ever.
Looking great. Looking great.
Which game from 2024 is Travis Kelce more likely to repeat? Regular season, 5 for 30, 5 catches for 30 yards, no touchdowns, or playoffs, 7 catches for 113 and 1 touchdown?
We can both agree if he goes 7 for 113 and a touchdown, they're losing the football game.
Well, and you have Toad out there too, so you actually have a nickel. You actually have someone in the nickel.
Petrie missed both the Chiefs games last year.
Yep.
And Jimmy missed the Chiefs game too. It's not like they didn't have anybody.
The playoff one.
Yeah. Well, because he got hurt the very next week after Petrie, didn't he?
Correct.
Yeah. So they did not have a player to play the Jalen Petrie position last year when they faced Travis Kelce, and we are skeptical that Petrie can do this long term and keep this up and play well, but. I thought
Guardian Cap is prolonging it.
He had some really nice moments against Tyler Warren last week and some slot moments in coverage so far this season. So I mean, put me in the doubter category of Jalen Petrie, and he has played really well so far this year. So
they need him.
He's got to continue to do that because teams are going to test him. They're going to go after him. Now, if Tremont Smith's on the field, maybe they focus over there on Tremont Smith, but they're going to test Petrie. They're going to give him and Kelsey's going to be the guy that Petrie's going to draw that assignment from time to time, and maybe increased work on my coverage Aziz. You don't want to see that. You don't want Aziz.
I don't want to see Aziz covering.
You don't want to see you don't want a little Aziz rematch opportunity.
I don't want to see him covering Travis Kelce too much. It's going to happen every once in a while. I don't want to see that too much.
You wanted him to not get nominated for Walter Payton Man of the Year.
That did not happen.
You were like, I can't believe they picked him.
I voted for Damon Arnett.
Oh my gosh!
But cold weather Fairbairn. Does cold weather Fairbairn concern you?
I mean, how could it not concern me a little bit?
Boy, he was playing soccer the other day.
He
with
also
a hoodie.
Like
he wasn't fooling anyone.
I know, and I know I sound like a Colts fan whining and complaining, but
why are you so mad at him for an extra point that counted?
I'm mad because he shouldn't be sneaking an extra point inside the uprights. That should be down the middle. That's the easiest kick.
People are missing extra points more and more.
I don't hold Kaimi Fairbairn to the people standard. I hold Kaimi Fairbairn to the standard of make a freaking extra point. But there must be something he doesn't like about the view in Indianapolis because he missed in 2023. Maybe it's, like when they play, when they go to the Final Four and they play in a big football stadium, you hear about the players, they don't like the view behind the backboard. Maybe there's something about the view of the goalposts in Indianapolis that Kaimi doesn't like. And now he's got to go kicking cold weather after he snuck one in last week. I'm a little worried about Kaimi. A little worried. And they're gonna crap out in the red zone and have to kick.
Yeah, for sure. In cold weather, Fairbairn.
Will he miss? Can I bet on a miss? Is there a way to bet on a miss?
Why are you doing that?
I just want to know. I'd be happy to lose my money. I'd also probably like to win.
What range would you be nervous of him missing? Like where you would feel like there was a possibility?
I'm nervous about the extra point. He missed an extra point there last year.
After the best drive of the year.
After the best drive of the year.
That should have tied the game.
Yes. So he has the Indy miss from a couple of years ago. He has the extra point miss last year. He barely snuck it in last week. We may be seeing the waning days of Kaimi Fairbairn.
Oh my gosh. Hackashack. Shout out to Hackashack. He is here. He says, afternoon, guys. BB's is killing it. With the Jags schedule and the Colts falling, I think we should root for Indy on Sunday. By the time they play again in Week 17, we will know who we want to win that one. Yeah, a split would be good, right? Although I'm rooting for Jacksonville both games.
Now, if you're doing that, Jacksonville doesn't have a lot of tough opponents left on their schedule.
Yeah, just let them win out. Cool.
You're content with the potential 3-6 matchup.
The potential 3-6 matchup and the fact that Jacksonville's going to lose their first playoff game no matter what. So if you're the top wild card team, there's a chance you can host a playoff game.
Okay, well, if you would like to host a playoff game, just winning the division would guarantee you one.
No, I don't want that. I want to go on the road the first game. They've never been in the playoffs without winning the division.
You want them to change the mojo.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You don't want them to win the division and host the first playoff game of the wild card weekend on Saturday afternoon. You want the Jags to win the division, Texans to make the playoffs another way, and then go on the road maybe to Jacksonville and beat Jacksonville.
Yep.
Look, if you're signing, I'll sign up for a playoff victory. I don't care where
you're in the playoffs if you beat KC.
It would be, unless you just absolutely
wet
the bed against the Cardinals and the Raiders. Yes.
You got Geno Smith, you got Jacoby Brissett, you got Justin Herbert with a broken hand, and you got
the Colts again.
Daniel Jones with a broken fibula.
Or
that's literally your quarterbacks that you face. Daniel Jones with a broken fibula, Justin Herbert with a broken hand, and Geno Smith and Jacoby Brissett. Rank those quarterbacks. But let's leave Herbert out of it.
So broken hand Herbert would be my top one.
No, yeah, he's out of it.
And then I'd probably go healthy Jacoby Brissett.
Over Daniel Jones?
over hurt Daniel Jones.
Over
Although,
fibula Daniel Jones?
broken fibula Daniel Jones did make a couple of nice throws last week.
I've heard. I've
You know,
heard.
That throw to Pierce was really nice for the touchdown. The throw to Downs was really nice.
Okay.
The throw 17 yards outside the out of bounds where Kalen Balaka called for pass interference was not nice. So, and then I'd probably put Daniel Jones with a broken leg and then Geno Smith.
Yeah, Geno's last.
Geno's awful.
Yeah.
Also, here's another thing I hadn't thought about with the Colts. If they start falling apart, they might just shut Daniel Jones down. Then they're done. Like they have like a tiny chance if he's playing while hurt. But if they have to play Riley Leonard or Anthony Richardson, they're done.
I don't think they care enough about Daniel Jones to shut him down.
That's fair.
I don't even know if they look at him as like their quarterback of the future. Like, do you think that the Texans would be playing CJ Stroud with a broken fibula? Hell no would be the right answer.
I think they might.
Come on.
I think they might.
They don't care enough. Daniel Jones is like an old car. It's like, yeah, we can take it on the trip. If it breaks down, whatever. We'll hit AAA up.
It's like they treated him like it was this glorious thing for them to have him finally. And now after he's had a little bit of trouble,
Exactly.
they're like, all right, just drive it till the wheels fall off.
100%. 100%. But we agree the impact on this dub is playoffs, right? Then you have it's playoffs in a clear picture.
Correct. You'd have to have some really bad stuff happen and not make the playoffs if you beat Kansas City.
Fact.
You'd have to have some real bad stuff.
Shout out to TDCU for sponsoring Reaction Monday, sponsoring CJ Stroud, and providing Texans fans with a fresh logo debit card that allows you to get 15% off Texans gear at the Texans team shop. All you got to do is go to tdcu.org/Texans, and you get 15% off. Show them the number.
I'm not going to show them the number.
Show them the number.
I'm not going to show them the number.
Membership is required. They are insured by the NCUA.
Now, when I'm out there on the Houston Football Channel, people say, "Hey, show the back, show the back,
show the number."
Look what you've started here.
Show the number.
Started. What you could really start is checking account and a savings account with TDECU. They got lots of different options for you that benefit you a ton of different ways. They're a credit union. It's better than the other places that you put your money. Check them out. Membership's required, insured by the NCUA.
And you are hearing the voice of one of the people in the world who still writes checks.
Okay.
No.
Hold on here.
I'm just saying you still write checks. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but
come on, man.
You make it sound like I write the check at the grocery store.
That's awesome.
I don't do that.
He's the guy at the grocery store that whips out the check.
If I got a nickel in my TDECU account every time you lied about me, I'd be filthy rich.
All I said was you write checks.
I do write checks.
That's great.
But I don't write checks at the
awesome.
grocery store.
You know, they used to dedicate full classes to that.
Yes, I think they still should.
Like when you were a kid, you used to have to balance a checkbook.
Yeah.
My mom got mad at me when I stole her checkbook one time because I was writing NBA players' contracts. I had a $30 million Alonzo Mourning check. I was keeping up with it. It was Miami Heat, Alonzo Mourning. It was $30 million check.
It's like free agency's happening and you're writing down the numbers in mom's checkbook.
Yeah. I admire you writing checks, man. Do they take checks here, Cody? Is that what you're trying to pay with?
No. I don't know if they do, but I'm not paying with a check. It doesn't matter.
You take a check?
It doesn't matter. There's been I did one time in high school take a girl out on a date, and my card got declined at dinner. And I went over to the waiter, and I said, "Hey, man, can I write you a check?" He said, "No." I said, "All right."
So what'd you do?
She paid.
And then what happened? And then
I asked her, "You want me to write you a check to reimburse you?" She's like, "No, I'm good."
So then what happened?
Yeah, I never talked to her again. Well, let me rephrase that. She never talked to me again.
Where was this?
Then hold on.
Where'd you take her?
The story
was in college?
Better. No, this was in high school. It was in high school. I was a senior.
Where was it?
We went to Pico's before it got fancy, but it was still kind of party Pico's. And then it got kind of a little tied up.
Damn, so you couldn't go around the corner with the waiter either. Like that, she got to see you going and talking to him.
Well, it gets worse.
Yeah, that sucks. Because if that's going to happen, I think if that happened in this situation, you'd go around the corner.
Yeah.
Pull the manager and say, "Hey, write you a check." But she saw like the whole process.
Probably, yeah. It wasn't great. And then as we were pulling out,
And you probably ordered fajitas too, didn't you?
yeah, we definitely had fajitas.
Yeah, so that's like a $40 meal. You didn't order like the
fajitas and queso.
Yeah, you didn't order like yeah, of course. You didn't, and guac probably.
No,
you didn't order the you didn't order like the enchilada like 13. So you're going 40 with fajitas, man. Damn.
Yeah, no, she had to pay.
Damn.
And then as we were leaving, and I'm like profusely apologizing as we were pulling out.
Do you think you over apologized in hindsight? You think that might have been what?
No, I think the deal got sealed moments later as I was pulling out of the parking lot on, it's right there on Richmond. I'm pulling out of the parking lot and my truck died in the middle of Richmond.
Oh God.
Yeah. had to push it up into the parking lot across the street.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway.
Yep.
Texans or Chiefs?
Me? You're asking me?
Yeah, go ahead. Texans or Chiefs? Who are you picking?
For the longest time, I said I'm not picking the Texans to beat the Kansas City Chiefs until they go beat the Kansas City Chiefs. But I think they're going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, so I'm picking the Texans to beat the Kansas City Chiefs.
What's the score going to be?
Ooh. 2017.
So
2 touchdowns, 2 Kiami Fairbairn field goals, 1 missed Kiami Fairbairn field goal, and defense keeps Kansas City from getting in field goal range at the end.
Okay.
2017.
Raging Cajun 25 says they don't do the sauce deal if they don't think so, but maybe they don't believe in next year's QB class either. By the way, Boudin nachos are a hit. Cody can confirm that out of here.
He's talking about Daniel Jones, I'm guessing.
Yeah, he's saying that if they don't believe in Daniel Jones, they don't make the sauce trade. I will say he broke his fibula since then, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe they don't love broken leg Daniel Jones as much as they liked healthy leg Daniel Jones.
Yeah. I'm going to pick the Chiefs just because I think that I'm going to go by your original theory. I think it's 27. I'm going to say 27-21 Chiefs.
27-21
27-21 Chiefs.
Win streak's over.
I hope I'm wrong, but that's where I'll go.
Okay.
Yeah, I just Mahomes, Rice. It's just
banged up Lassiter worrying you a little bit.
But yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. I'm very excited about it. I cannot wait to watch prime time. I like Chris Collinsworth. A lot of people hate Chris Collinsworth. I actually enjoy it.
On a Mahomes game, this is going to be tough.
You're more of a Romo guy. I get it. But,
see there it is. Put another nickel in my TDECU account because you're lying about me.
All right. Anyway, so Cody's got.
Hold on. Our guy Drew brought me a gift.
Oh, Drew brought a gift. Yes, he did.
Yeah, he brought us a gift here.
You said me at first. I thought you were jacking me.
I mean, he brought SNL a gift. That remains
Let's
to be
see
seen.
this.
Exactly
this is dangerous, though. This is dangerous.
This could be anything. Got
a gift. Look at that.
Look at this.
Wrapping. Oh my gosh.
Look. This is incredible. This is a signed Titus Howard picture.
Oh wow.
Blocking for Davis Mills.
Wow.
This is great. Look at that.
That is solid right there.
That's fat Titus too. He's lost some pounds since then.
Look at that.
That's great. Look at that. That's beautiful. Thank you, Drew.
Thank you very much.
Landry hates Titus Howard with a passion.
I don't.
So I'll have to keep this one.
I didn't like Titus Howard trying to be Tunsil.
He hates Titus Howard.
I like this Titus Howard.
I'm going to hang on to this for us, but thank you, Drew. This is very nice of you.
Yes, thank you very much. And thank you to everyone who came out here to BB's. It's going to be fun. Post game.
It's fun being on the north side out here.
It is. I love the north side.
Did everybody have fun at BB's? They're better this time.
Yeah, all right. Good. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to like. Be sure to ride along. Be sure to always remember, even if you're a cheapskate that acts like your debit card doesn't work and your car won't get you across the street, when it comes to this Texan stuff, we're all in it together.
Well, that was oddly specific. Eat good, sleep good, be good. We'll talk Texans again soon. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for coming out to BB's as well.
There you go.